Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Louise Pereira and it is finally 2021. What am I gonna do for the first video back? Another makeup challenge. We're gonna do the one dip makeup challenge. All credit for this challenge goes to Lauren9to5 who did this first 3 years ago now. So basically I only get one dip or one pump of any of my makeup products and that's it. So I get one pump of foundation for my entire face, and if I dip into an eyeshadow color, that has to work for both eyes. To say the least, I have really been putting off doing this challenge because I like everything to be pretty full coverage. This face needs a lot of help sometimes, and today is one of those days. But you never know, maybe I learned something today. Okay, so first things first, I need to give myself those fluffy brows that I love. And I've actually recently been using a new product that I have high hopes will be able to do this in one dip. And that is the Pink Honey Glue. And this is the Texture Hold in Strawberry. And it actually smells so nice. Oh. Okay, so first I'm gonna do one spritz of setting spray in here. I'm gonna grab my spoolie and really wiggle that around. So whatever's on here is what I need to use. Let's do a little bit there and a little bit on this one. And now just using the same spoolie, I'm just gonna shape them however I want. My brows are nice and fluffy. This has started off very well, but I think that just shows how good the product is if I can do this in one dip. Next, we're gonna go in with some primer, and I'm gonna use the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and I only get one dip. That has to prime my entire face. I don't know if this is enough primer, but it's what we've got. Next, I'm gonna go in with one dip of my Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer. That's it. That's all I get. We gotta use this sparingly. That has done the job. For now, everything's gone well, but now I need to fix my face, and I only get one dip into my color corrector. So let's give this a go. I'm gonna try and get as much as possible. Let's pray. My face has gone through a lot over the Christmas season with all the looks I have been doing. That involved a lot of glue and prosthetics on my face. And my face did not like that. One dip has covered quite a bit, so I'm just gonna carefully blend this out. I don't want to blend this out too much because I do need it to cover up quite a bit. Even though I have given my skin a little bit of a break recently, I have been playing a lot of Animal Crossing. That's literally all I've been doing since Christmas. And I finally got my island to 3 stars. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. My skin has definitely improved. Now we need to go in with some foundation. And for foundation, I'm gonna be using the Nars Sheer Glow in the shade Sante. This is the only one I have at the moment that's a decent match. Everything else is just a bit too tanned. So I poured some out of my hand. Now I'm just gonna dip in with my sponge and load it up. This is all the foundation I have for my entire face. Let's go. Let's do a bit there, a bit there, a bit there. Let's blend this out. From the center out. What's left, I'm gonna try and get a little bit on my neck. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Now I need to give myself a little bit more dimension, and for that I'm gonna go in with my Rcma palette. So with my brush, I'm just gonna dip in. This is all we've got. Let's make it count. I know this is looking a bit questionable, but it's fine, because we're gonna blend it out. Hopefully blending it out, because there's not that much foundation to blend it in with. Besides playing a lot of Animal Crossing, we went into another lockdown here in Gibraltar. I haven't really left the house. And we did basically have a lockdown here for New Year's. So I spent my New Year's at home, just me and Jeremy. And we spent it watching Netflix. I need some concealer now, so I'm gonna go in with the Jouer Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer, and this is in the shade Cream Cafe. Now I'm using this one because I know I'm gonna get a lot of coverage out of whatever comes off of this one dip. Let's put a dot there, a dot here, dot there. Just spreading it out. Well, that's it. Same sponge, I'm just gonna blend this out and hope this does the job. Oh, come on, blend. We're just gonna let the one under our eyes sit for a little bit longer than the rest. That'll make sure it's as full coverage as it possibly can be. This concealer is actually insane. It has saved the day. Next, I'm gonna go in with a liquid blush that I know will get the job done in one dip. To do that, I'm gonna go in with the Made by Mitchell blush in the shade Peach Sugar. I don't need to wiggle this around. I know what's on here is already more than enough. And I'm also going to use one of Mitchell's brushes to blend this out, and this is the MF1, and I've actually really been liking this brush because it just blends out this cream blush so nicely. Now I need to set my face with some powder, and I'm gonna use the Luminous setting powder by Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Fair. I tried this out for the first time the other day and I really liked it. And now with my Tarte blender full, I'm gonna dip in. And that's it. That's all the powder I have for my face. So I've got to be smart about this. I need to get it in the important areas first. Let's do a dab there, a dab there, a dab there. Okay. Okay. Gonna try and spread this out as much as possible and set everything that I would normally set. Really pack this in. And now I'm just gonna brush nothing away because there's no excess powder here. There's no point of me doing this. There's actually no point, but I feel like I need to. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it gives a really nice slight glow to your skin, and I'm kind of obsessed with it. Okay, the base is almost complete. Now I need to add a little bit of color to my brows again, and for that I'm gonna go in with my Benefit Ka-Brow, and this is in the shade 5. I've got my little angled brush and I'm only gonna get one dip, and I'm just gonna start filling in my brows a little bit and hopefully have enough product for both of them. I'm just trying to get as much product on my brows as I can at this point. The brows are not perfect, I know, but we're gonna fix them because I'm gonna prime my lid now with my P. Louise base and carve out my brows. So I am going to squirt a little bit out. That's what I've got for both eyes. I'm gonna do a squish there and a swish there. Let's try and carve out our brows now. One done. Second to go. Eyes are primed and brows are as good as they're gonna get. So next I need to go in with some eyeshadow. So I'm gonna go in with the At For a Sights palette, and this is Raw Beauty Christie's and Colourpop's collab together, and I am already obsessed with this. I tried it out the other day. I know it's good. I just hope it's gonna work with one dip. You guys have probably already seen this palette 100 times already, but I think it's so pretty. When I tried it out the other day, I used a lot of this side of the palette. So today I am feeling a little bit more cool toned. So I'm going to stick to this side of the palette. So first on a Morphe M456 brush, I'm going to dip into Old Growth and hopefully use this as a transition shade for both eyes. I'm going to really dip in, try and get as much as we possibly can. Okay. This precious material, it has to go on both eyes. Oh. Now I've got to try and blend this out. And I do not want to lose any of the pigment on this brush. But as you can see, the eyeshadows are super pigmented. And they're really, really creamy. I don't know, I really like them. I really like Colourpop shadows in general. I should really use them more often. Do not fail me now. This was the step I was dreading the most because there's only so far that one dip will take you. And I'm the type of person that dips into the eyeshadow 15 times. So on the same brush, I'm going to dip into the shade Rainier. And again, give that a good whirl. That's it. And just stamping a little bit here. And then another little bit there. I'm gonna try and blend this now. So this is where the dipping in 15 times would come in, because I would now normally go back and forth between my transition color and this one until I felt they were blended together. But we're really gonna test my blending skills today. Next, I'm gonna go into the shade Amanita and I'm gonna use this to darken up that outer corner, hopefully. Okay, that's one dip. Stamp that there. A stamp there. I've got to think about this for a moment. I also want this on my lower lash line, so I've got to use a little bit there at least. Because we will not be dipping back in to this color again. So we've got to get it on there. This is a really pretty color. I'm gonna grab a fluffy blending brush. This is Made by Mitchell brush ME3. It has no product on it. I'm just gonna use it to blend this out. I'm trying really hard not to lose the other colors we've put on there already. Kind of liking where this is going. Not entirely sure yet. And now I'm gonna dip into the shade Let It Rain, and this one I will make sure to concentrate on my outer corner. I don't think I'm gonna need that much of this one because it is pretty dark. It's basically black, but then again, you never know. So now I'm gonna dip into one of the Super Shock shadows from the Raw Beauty collection, and this is in the shade Olympic. It's so pretty. I had never used this formula of eyeshadow before from Colourpop, and I'm kind of obsessed. One dip, and now I'm gonna tap a little there, and tap a little there, and now hopefully blend this in as much as I can. Eyeshadow's done. It's as good as it's gonna get for one dip of each color. Next we need some mascara, and I'm just gonna go in with my Benefit Roller Lash. Let's do this. Hopefully I have enough left to do my lower lashes. Next we need some lashes, so I'm gonna go in with the Kash Beauty Elise lashes. Only thing is, I only get one dip into my lash glue. I'm gonna have to glue these at the same time because I only get one dip, which means I'm gonna have to quickly put both of them on. Oh my god, I don't know if I have enough glue on them. I think they're about okay. So let's plop these on quickly, and then I can faff around with them if I need to. Eyes are done. Now we need to finish our base. I need some bronzer now, so I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Stalk'r bronzer in the shade Private Island. So I'm gonna swirl our brush around for a good little bit. I was just gonna tap off the excess. That would have been a disaster. Okay, let's get a little bit there, a little bit there, some there, some there, some on the jaw, and a little bit on the nose. Let's start blending this out. I might have put a little bit too much on this one. Oh god, I might have messed this up. It's fine, we're just gonna keep blending until it looks fine. So I'm just gonna try and blend whatever's on my nose into some kind of a nose contour. There's nothing on this brush. I'm just using whatever product is already on my nose. Next we need some highlighter, and I'm gonna go in with the Jaclyn Hill highlighting palette. Again, I only get one dip, so let's get as much on here as I can. Get a little bit there. Oh. And just trying to blend them out. I did use a little bit too much. Can I get some on my inner corner? Is it possible? I did what I could. Next I need some lips, and I'm gonna go in with the Jeffree Star Velour liquid lipstick in the shade Androgyny. And like everything else, I get one dip. Here we go. It's getting dry. Oh no. I'm gonna go over that with some lip gloss from Colourpop, and this is from the Raw Beauty Christy collab in the shade Glacier. And I know one dip should be more than enough for gloss. The last thing we have to do is set all of this in place, so I'm gonna use the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, the equivalent of one dip, so one spray. So there you go, this is the final look. Here's my attempt at the one dip makeup challenge. Now, it's not perfect, but it's not that bad either. I would have to say that my brows and my lips look exactly how they usually do, but the rest of my face, not so much. Now, I think that's my fault more than anything else, because normally, yeah, I dip in 15 times, but I'm dipping in very lightly. Today, because I knew I only had one dip, I might have gone a little bit too ham, and that probably explains the bronzer. And then there was other things I probably do need more than one dip, no matter how big that dip is. All in all, I'm happy with the end result, and I made it through another challenge. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Make sure to follow me on my other social medias. I post a lot more on them than I do over here. That's it for now, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!